Good morning, children. Today's subject is science. Today we are going to see the lesson number 3rd, that is properties of natural resources. There are different types of natural resources and which are useful to us. Okay. So let's see which are the natural resources and what are their properties. So, here are some things or some elements. Can we live without it? Without a sunlight? Yes. Without a water? Without a soil? No. And air? We cannot live without a sunlight, water, soil and air. So these are the important things of a life which are necessary for our life. So today we are going to see the first thing, that is about the air, which is a natural resources which we get from a nature. Okay, so let's see the properties of air as a natural resource. We use air for breathing. Yes, for respiration, we are taking inside oxygen and releasing the carbon dioxide. Again, plants need air to make food. Yes, they are taking the carbon dioxide for their photosynthesis process. For that process, they prepare their own food. Where is air? Air is all around us. And what is present in air? Yes, air is all around us. Yes, which gases are present here? Present in air? Is it you know? See what is the composition of air. In air, there are different types of gases are present. Okay. Now in the picture they shown the composition of air. See, nitrogen is present, oxygen is there and 1% carbon dioxide is there given. Okay, as in air we cannot distinguish a particular gas. Here is oxygen, here is nitrogen, here is carbon dioxide. We cannot distinguish. Okay, so air is called the homogeneous mixture. So air is called the homogeneous mixture. Understood everyone? So let's see again about the properties of air. Oh, okay. Here I took one stick. Okay. Then two inflated balloon and thread is there. Now tie the two inflated balloon at the two ends of the stick and tie again one thread at the center only to hold it properly. Now what do you observe? You will observe the two inflated balloons balance the stick properly. Okay. Now prick one balloon with the pins. Okay. Here pink balloon we are pricking the balloon with pin. After pricking, what will happen? The inflated balloon with stick, it goes down. Yes. Why is it so? So let's see. Now see in the picture previous only. As two inflated balloons are there, what is present in that? Air is there. When we prick it, the air will remove out. Yes. And so the air which in balloon air is present, that balloon goes down. Means it is heavy. Blue balloon is heavy now as compared to pink balloon. So this experiment, what we conclude? So from that experiment we conclude that air has weight. Air has a mass. Yes, as and in previous case when the two inflated balloons we hang it, so the stick is balanced. But when we prick to the one balloon, whatever may be the air present in that, it will remove outside. Yes, it will lose the air. But in another balloon, air is there. And so it is heavy. Now the blue balloon is heavy as compared to pink one. As it is heavy, why it is heavy? Because air is present in that. Means what? Air has a weight. Air has a mass. Understood? So that is the one properties of air, that air has mass and weight. Okay. See again one activity. Here I am taking one syringe without a needle. Okay. At home, if you syringe are available, you can try this activity. Okay. But we cannot use here needle. So just syringe you have to use. Okay. And pull their piston. Okay. Pull their piston. So you can pull it easily. Understood? As you pull the piston and keep this is as it is, so what will happen? The piston remains in position even if you let it go. Means in the same position it is there. Okay, as you pull the piston, it remains in the same position. Now what to do? Now close the inlet hole of the syringe tightly with your thumb. Okay, and now pull out the piston. See what will happen. So in that position, what do you feel? To pull out the piston, here we require some more force. Okay, as the inlet hole is closed tightly, and when we pull out the piston, here we feel that as compared to previous case, in that case, here we required the more force. Yes, to pull out the piston, here more force is required. Now remove the hand from the inlet hole and now see the position of that piston. See what will happen in that. Okay, it will move easily. Why? See. Same thing in the air. In that air molecules are there. Yes, particles are there. Yes, so it give the pressure. It give the pressure. It provide the pressure, that is called the atmospheric pressure. So it is defined as the force per unit area exerted against a surface by the weight of air above the surface. Same thing happen in the piston. See, as we close their inlet and when we pull out the piston, we required more force. Okay, but when we remove the hand, means as we close the end, means there is a pressure, there is a air pressure, that is called the atmospheric pressure. Yes, the pressure of the air in the syringe is lowered comparatively the outside pressure. Outside pressure is more as compared to inside pressure. So to pull out the piston, we required more force when we close their opening. Now I am changing the position. Okay, at first it is straight position. See what will happen. Then next one, upright position, in a cross position. Though we change the position, but whatever may be the required pressure is same. Whatever may be the atmospheric pressure is same. Means from that we conclude that atmospheric pressure is same in the all direction. Atmospheric pressure is same in the all direction. Understood everyone? So that is the properties of air only. What it is? Atmospheric pressure is same in all direction. It is the one properties of air. So next properties of the air we have to see in a next part.